Ready to paint again. First thing, I have a kid that is ready to come to your house and clean. He's about driving me crazy today. Have your kids got to that point yet? I love him, but goodness sakes. Hey, Caden, I just offered you to clean people's houses. And he even loves it so much he'll do it for free. He has tons of energy. He'll have it done in about 5 minutes. You'll just have to go back and make sure he did everything.
That's a
anyways.
That is a lot.
All right, so we are going to paint a cow today. So I've had a couple requests for a cow. So I found a cute one that's going to be fun. It is the end of another week. I don't even know how many weeks we've been doing this, but it's been a long time. And Lori, I know you thought maybe the way I said it yesterday that this was it. It's not. We're going to keep painting together. I just don't know, like as the summer rolls around, how much I'll do that. But I do plan on doing these all the way till school's out, which is May 21st. Although I won't be able to do it on the 21st because I go back to the assisted living facility. As long as everything's okay, I get to go back and paint with all of my elderly people there. So I'm excited to go back. I've missed them. It's been a couple months. But anyways, so we'll still paint. We may just knock it down to maybe 2 or 3 times a week right now. I know next Monday. I'm finally getting my hair done. It's getting a little dark up here. But anyways, I got wet hair right now. It's like an event to wash my hair. I dread it. I mean, I like to have my hair clean, but goodness sakes. It's not like it's hard. It just takes forever to dry. So anyways, oh well, I'm glad I have it. So, all right, I'm going to jump over here and we're going to draw a cow. Hayden, let go. Please let me do this for just a second. Thank you. All right, we are going to get, I'm excited, Lori, that you guys joined the Heart Club. It's going to be fun. I tell you what, it's been a lot just to figure all this out. What did I do here? Sorry.
Click on that
I just want to make it smaller so he's not so big, so he's not taking up. There we go. But anyways, if I just waited to know everything before I started this, I would have never started it. I would have been like still trying to figure it out. And I am in an awesome coaching group that teaches how to do that. And so anyways, I just went ahead, I just decided I'm going to do this regardless, and so might as well learn with you guys instead of trying to figure it all out ahead of time. So I'm excited. We're going to have some fun in there. And I did, so Lori, I think you're the only one on here right now. If you get a chance, maybe while we're doing this, go back to the email that I sent. If you haven't, I don't know, you maybe already opened it. I sent a welcome email today with the Facebook group link for on there, and one lady emailed me and said it didn't work, and I went back into the group and I changed the settings on it. So I just want to know if it will bring you to the group, because it should bring you to the group, and then you should just have to answer a couple questions, and then I have to approve people to get in. That way I know who's match up emails. I tell you what, the matching names to emails, I wouldn't say it was a nightmare, but man, it's a lot of work because the different things that I use for like the taking the money and then the email, 2 separate programs. I thought I had them integrated, right? And apparently I didn't. So I have no way of knowing if your name was different than what was used on the email, who people are. So I did a lot of matching. I gotta move this cow closer, Caden. I can't even see him. Switching. All right, guys, enough talking. Let's paint. I have been on my computer all day today just trying to figure the whole email thing. Hey, Cheryl, I see you're on here. You ready to paint with us today? I got a cute little cow. Your cows are brown, aren't they? Or black? I don't remember what color cows are, Cheryl. Hey, Sheila, welcome. But the cow that I want to paint is a cute little dairy cow, it's a little baby. So we're going to start with, Caden's just going to town over here. He's got his own ideas. I'm glad that this is inspiring. This is what's really cool is just sometimes we just need the permission to just draw and do things, and we don't have to make them be what I'm teaching. It just starts getting that creativity flowing so we can start creating our own stuff. Oh, Anthony, welcome. You paint with us too? That's awesome. Do you, do we use the smooth side or the rougher side? Oh, on your paper? You have a couple brown dairy cow. Okay, I know I got milk from you guys for a while, and then I got out of the loop and I haven't been getting it. The smooth, my paper's the same on both sides. So I don't think it matters. This one's smoother, so if that helps you, I mean, play around with both sides. You don't have to do it now, but just whatever side it feels, you know, try one side for something and try the other and just do what you like. So, okay, good. So that's all I needed was to change the setting on. Good. I thought I was going to have to email everybody again, so hopefully I probably still will have to tell them it works now, because I'll probably get emails of everybody telling me it didn't. Okay. All right, so we're going to do this baby cow. So we're going to find the middle of our paper, and I put my fingers right in the middle, and then I'm just going to slide down. So I have like my 3 fingers here. I want to slide down to right below those 3 fingers. And maybe the top 2 is where I'm going to start with the nose of this little cow, okay? So I put my fingers in the middle, came down, these top 2 fingers are where I'm going to start with my nose. We're just doing like the face of him and a little bit of the front of his body. All right, Cheryl, give me some grace because it probably won't look like a realistic cow. I'll do the best I can, but we are using Sharpies, so it always makes a difference. All right, so I'm going to go straight across here. This is just the top of the nose. I just did like a little 1-inch. Oh, that's a cute cow, Caden. I like his little face. I just did a little 1-inch line across the bottom of its nose here. And then we're going to make it curve out on both sides. And then at the bottom, where we enclose this, I just want to curve up just a little bit, not very much, okay? So I just did a little curve. So the top was straight across, and I curved out on both sides, and then I connected it with a line that kind of curves up a little bit. All right, then under that, I'm going to make another line here, and this is his little lip. So I kind of curved down, angled a little bit straight, and then angled back up and connected it again. Uh-oh. Am I still on? I think so. My computer showed that the video was interrupted. Okay, so now these nostrils are going to be, they're like teardrops. So I'm going to start up here in the top right corner. It's not really a corner, in that top curve. And I'm going to make these teardrops that just angle in towards the middle a little bit. And then I want to do the exact same thing on the other side, going the opposite way. So just kind of curve in. All right, there's those little teardrops. Nostrils, teardrop nostrils. Am I on here? Because this shows that I'm like paused. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me still, or did it like totally freeze on me? I'm going to refresh this. My phone's still recording, but I don't know what happened. It may have paused for you guys. Oh, it just shows I don't have internet. Well, whoop-de-doo. Hang on here. No, that didn't happen. I probably need to restart our Wi-Fi. We're having issues or something. It shows it on my computer. Hang on, I don't know. Are you guys still on here? I'm going to look on my phone. Come up here because it's running. You guys tell me if you're low network connection. I may have lost you. If that's the case, I'm going to probably, holy moly, here we go, get back on here. we still on? Okay, can you guys still see me? I want to make sure we're still on here because I totally lost connection. Everything shut down. I went to a black screen, so I don't know if I need to restart it. Let me know if you're on here. Because I don't want to do all this if y'all got kicked off. It shows that I'm live and it shows that there's a few people still watching. It may take a minute to update here, but it's pretty much current with Caden. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you here? You cut out. Oh, you're off live feed. No, I need to reconnect. Can you guys see me? It shows your people are joining again. Let me know if you guys are on here. Because I need to know. Okay, you're back. Okay, good. Internet went down, Cheryl, so I am, just want to make sure everybody's on here. Okay, good, because I was going to stop it and just restart it if I had to, but if we're back on. Okay, Sheila, good. All right, Lori, I hope you're back on here too. I think everybody should be good. Holy moly, did it just stop again?
No, because you have to play it in now.
Yeah, I'm good. Okay, hang on. I just went to the beginning like it's recorded. Okay. All right, I'm good. Okay. Hey, Monica. Hey, welcome. All right, we're gonna go again. It's acting up today. Hopefully we can get through this. I may have to restart my Wi-Fi when we're done. Okay, we're gonna go, and I hope not. You guys, if it doesn't connect and stuff, somebody send me a message. Cheryl, you did, but send me a message if you have lost me again. It's rolling again like we're off. I don't know. Okay, don't stop. What are you doing? All right, let's go back to the cow and let's see where we're at. Caden, Sheila told me or said you're amazing. All right, yeah, and even more amazing, he is offering to come and clean houses because he's been so energetic. He needs some work to do, so he'll come and clean your house. And he's really good at it, as long as you double check to make sure he moves stuff to dust. But anyways, he's loud though. When he's vacuuming, he's louder than the vacuum. All right, enough talking. Let's get this cow on here. Okay, so we have his nose. Everybody good? We're going to go up. We're going to do the forelock. I guess this is what it is. So the eyes, if you did, I'm going to use a paintbrush here. It's reference. So the eyes are going to be out on the outside. So if there was a straight line up, the eyes are going to be on the outside of the nose. We just got to know how far up to go. So I'm going to make, my cow's going to have the white, little white fur lock thing, I guess that's what it is, coming down the middle with black on either side. So I'm just going to come around where the mouth, where we made the mouth at the bottom, and I'm coming out around my nose just a little bit. And I'm coming in, and I want to go up. Let me see, I'll tell you how far to go when I eye it, and then I can give you a reference. Okay, so I went up, probably for me it was about the lid of my Sharpie. Everybody's different because our paper's different, but if this is about this size, like you can see this is about an inch high on the nose, and then about maybe 2 to 3 inches up before you curve back out. So I'm going to come over to the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing. Sometimes I don't get very good at being symmetrical, but that's all right. I know their markings aren't always perfect either. I'm kind of in sketch mode here instead of just drawing a really strong line. All right, so we got this up here. We'll wait to finish the top till we get kind of the eyes and the ears where we want them. All right, so up here, right in this, so we got this curve in. We're gonna set the eyes right down, not up in the top, but kind of right here where the part is in the closest here. So what we do, what other animal did we do that was similar to this? I can't even remember. We've done so many things.
Sloth.
Was it a sloth that we did the nose? Okay, so remember that we want the eye, the inside of the eye to be lined up where the nose is. So I just took my paintbrush, laid it on here, and I'm going to put a dot. This is kind of where the tear duct will be for my eye, okay? So I'm going to come over here and do one in the same spot. So this is the corner of the eye. Do cows cry? I know they have tear ducts, but I don't know. All right, so we're going to go from this little dot that I just did. We're going to curve up towards the top corner, and then we're going to curve over to the right side of the paper. So I'm going to curve up and over and stop. I'm going to come over and do it over here too. I'm going to go up, and here it's like flopping in front of my eyes. So I need to put it up, but I don't want to do it when it's wet. Up and over and stop. Okay. So then the bottom, we're just going to go up a little bit and out. And I'm not going to close it off over here. So I'm curving up and out. So they're not completely closed in. Okay, so eyeballs are circles, they're balls. So we know that the eye, even though it's enclosed in this eye socket that it fits in, we know the eye is round. And we can see the iris and the pupil and all that. So I'm drawing a circle that uses up all of that space. Actually, it would be actually bigger than that space. So I have a circle, but I still have these little places where the tear duct is. All right, so now I'm going to go back up this first line, and I'm going to raise it up a little bit above it and come out a little bit farther and down. I'm kind of forming an eyelid. So I'm going to stay on the line, then I'm going to come up above it, and then I'm going to come back down and make a little bit of a curve. So make sure you guys can see this. I'll come up close. These are where the little lashes would be. Don't need too many. All right. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to slide up this same line. Whoops. And I'm going to go up just a little bit and out. And then I'm just putting a few little lashes along there. All right, so when we watercolor, I'm gonna leave, their eyes are probably really dark. Sheila, did you see that close up? He looks kind of wicked right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and close. No, Julie, I do these, Julie, every single day. This isn't the Heart Club. This is just what I've been doing live every day with anybody that wants to come and draw in watercolor. So this doesn't have anything to do with Heart Club. This is just, we're painting for fun. So my first class for that will be next week. I sent you an email with some of that information. So anyways, we're just painting for fun. So on the eye, we want a place where it's not completely colored in because we want to be able to see the light in the eye. So what I do is in the top one side or the other, I just go ahead and make either a really small square or a circle. It's real small. And I'm going to just go ahead and color my eye in with black Sharpie because his eyes are going to be dark anyways. Everything but that little place where I left the inside of that square. I do it on both eyes. You kind of want it in the same area. And then you can just color in your eyes if you want. You could also watercolor them in too. If you wanted a little bit of color in them, a little bit of a dark brown in them or whatever, you can do that. You don't have to color them all the way. But this already makes the eyes look a little bit better. Sometimes it's hard to see eyes when they're not finished, and then you think they look really weird. But when you get them with a little light on them, it helps. All right, kind of looks like a dog right now with a cow nose. All right, so we're going to come back down here to where we came out from the mouth, and I'm gonna just make another one, and I'm gonna go right up to the edge of this eye. Okay, the eyes are right on the side of the head here. Actually, I probably curved that too much. It should have been straighter than that. But, oh well. Okay, so now, let me do the other side. Okay. I think there's a couple things I could change on this, because his nose is kind of funny shaped. It should be more squared. I'll show you some things here in a minute. I'm probably not directing you very well on this. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and come up all the way up, and I'm going to shape the head. So I'm going to come straight up from the eye, and I'm going to curve in a little bit, and then I want to make it flatter on top, and then curve down. He's got a narrow face. All right, I see some of the things that I could have done. And when I paint this, I could probably change some of this. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make the center area come in a little bit more, which when I paint it, it's not going to matter because I'm going to use black for the outside. So when I do the watercolors, I can kind of fix some of this, but I'm squaring the nose up just a little bit more than I had it. I know it gets I probably should be sketching like this. It gets a little confusing. Let's get the top of his head. He looks a little weird, and his ears. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead. This is just a spot on the top of his head, and then there's black around the edge of it. So let's do his ears, and I think he'll totally make sense, I hope. All right, ears are right above the eyes. So I'm going to come down. I'm going to make the bottom part of the ear. And I really probably will go off the edge. I think I need to curve down. So I'm curving down and then up. And the ears are probably a little bit longer than the paper is. I'm going to come up about 1.5 inches, and I'm going to curve up and over. Let's go a little bit more. There's a lot of sketching on this. You guys might want to give this a second round. I don't know. All right, come over here. Do this ear. Just kind of the same way that I did the other one. That one looks too big. Now he looks ridiculous. All right. When my hand's over top of one side, he's got a really big ear on the other side. Oh, well. I'm sure they kind of have big ears when they're babies. They got to grow into their ears, don't they? All right, I feel like my head needs to be just a little bit wider. I think when we get it all painted, it's going to be a little better. He looks like a cow. That looks like a little baby cow. Let me see. All right, Caden's got a barn. Is that flowers growing in the barn window? Mm-hmm. Awesome. That's cute. You did a good job. All right. Did you mix your green?
Yeah, I wiped my tray out.
Good job. All right. This looks like a cow. He just has one ear, a little bit bigger than the other. So I'm wondering if I could make this one a little bit bigger. Yours is going to be a Picasso cow. Well, that's okay. That's how Picasso got by with his work. I think it's because his eyes got bad as he got older. It's practice that makes us good. Okay, so I'm adding the extra line here where like this is the fur and then this is more the inside of the ear too. lot of extra sketches here. I think his nose could have come up a little bit more, but we're not gonna get too worried about it being perfect. Okay, so now the last thing, once you get the shape of the head and the body on there, we're gonna or the head and the ears and the nose, we're gonna just add, so right above where the curve is of the white part of the nose, we're just gonna add the shoulders here. And he's not real white because he's a little baby cow. And we're just gonna come down. I could make something the same on both sides for the life of me today. And then he's got a white chest, so I'm just kind of dividing up some of this, and when I paint it, we'll use some grays and a white chest down this white part, and then just all this down here is more white. And you don't really see where the legs are yet. I mean, because of the picture I'm looking at, he goes clear down to the bottom of the page. Okay. All right. I think he's going to be cute, but we're going to paint. So I want to do the wet on wet technique with this just because he's black and gray and white. So I just think it's going to be fun to do that. I'm going to just start with the body though that I just did. So I'm just painting this outside part. So this is going to be white. This is like his chest, and this is a little white going down here. But I want to paint this with water. Now I gotta get my black wet so you can see my paints here. Get my black. Doesn't take much to get the black going. And then I'm just gonna add it in there. And I want this to just kind of naturally build color. So it's not, for this, I don't want it all evenly the same shade of black, if that makes sense. I want it to look like it's a watercolor. That's the thing, it's like, and this is with my acrylic classes, it's like, I want to encourage people to remember that we're making a painting, we're not making a photo. You know, it's about painting, it's about seeing something as a painting. Not trying to make it so perfect that it looks like a photo. You want to see the brush strokes. You want to see, sometimes we see the canvas, you know, the crossing of the canvas weave underneath. And it's okay to do that. I just looks like I lost this again. You guys, we are having some serious connection issues today. I'm so sorry. It just stopped on my computer. It says when I refresh it, it says now playing, but it freezes and goes back to like the beginning of the video with me sitting in the chair with my wet hair. So I don't know. I hope you guys are able to see this today. I think I need to restart my Wi-Fi. We have so many trees out here that when it rains, that the trees get so wet, and now that they're all nearly got all their leaves back, and our Wi-Fi is just 2 houses over where we get our Wi-Fi service from, and so the tower's not very far from here, but because we have so many trees, and because we have metal siding on our house, it's really sketchy at times. Although the people that provide it are awesome people. It's not bad. We've had great Wi-Fi for being where we're at, so it's not their fault. So, it's just country life. All right, so I got the little shoulders. Okay, so now this is where I'm just taking water, and I'm putting the water right up against the black. Now, if I don't want too much, but I'm letting that black kind of pull into this. Now if it gets too much or too dark, remember you can dab it up with your paper towel. But this gives this little cow the look like he's got a little white tummy going on here. All right, let's go. Hey Carrie, welcome. Is everybody else still on here? You guys good? Give me a thumbs up if we're still connected. I think we are. It shows that there's 10 people watching. I just want to make sure I didn't lose everybody. I hope not. All right, now I think I'm going to go up to the face, and I'm going to paint my face the white stripe in the middle with water first. I'm just going to do that. I'm not being real careful about staying in with these lines. So I just want some water. We'll see, because I don't want it quite as dark maybe as down there. But I'm going to take my black, and I still want it to touch the water because I do want it to... Okay, can you see this bloom going right across his nose? It makes it look like fur. Now it might go too far. It might make it too dark, and I may want to dab some of that off. But if you, like Cheryl, you probably know more about, I mean, their markings aren't always going to be exactly the same, I wouldn't think. I know they have their basic breed look to them, but I'm sure some of them may have a little bit more black fur out on the nose or something. So we'll just let it do what it wants to do here. And then if it looks too out of control. So I didn't paint the side of the head as much with the water. I painted, just kind of added the black on there. Now I do want to add some darker black as it dries a little bit. But I did the water in the middle on this one. And if your water's not too heavy, it doesn't bloom in as much if you don't want it to. See there, on this side, it's just barely going in there, so it kind of makes it look like the fur coming in on the... And that's what I wanted it to do. You guys that are on here that joined my heart club, you guys, I got 47 people in that. I could not believe it. When I started this, Monday, when I opened up the doors for this, and I was thinking, well, I'll probably get 3 people. I'd be okay if I just got 3 people, you know. I'll learn, it'll be good, and then I'll just, you know, do it when I know a little bit more, do it again, and you know, I just kind of allowed myself to think, well, it might just be 3. Well, then I was thinking, well, if I get 10, that would be like absolutely amazing. I'd be so happy if I got 10 people. And then I got to 20, and I was like, I can't believe I got this many people. And my husband last night at dinner, he goes, you're going to get 46 people. And you know what? I got 47, so he was pretty close. But anyways, I was amazed. You guys are awesome. I'm so excited. I'm dabbing a little bit off of this ear because I didn't want it quite that dark. But we're going to have so much fun. I have a lot to figure out, and I appreciate all your patience. Just like I didn't know that the private Facebook page was set where you guys couldn't even access it. So we apparently got that fixed, which I'm glad. But I will definitely don't want it to be something that becomes overwhelming for people. That's one thing that's really important, is I know we have crazy busy lives. And so I don't want it to be something where you feel like you're not getting to participate because I'm just doing too much stuff. So, but it's something you can do it at your own pace. You can do, you know, if the time that we paint together isn't work with your schedule, the can't even talk, the painting classes will be recorded. And then also I'll upload them to YouTube. So like Sheila, I know you were hoping for a YouTube link, which, you know, sometimes if you have a smart TV, you can put it right on your TV, which is nice. I will tell you this though, Sheila, you can also get a USB port cord. Is that right? no, HDMI cord, sorry, and hook it into a computer. Unless you're just doing off a phone. But anyways, sometimes I'll hook my computer to the TV and you can watch, you can open up your Facebook or anything and watch it that way. But the plan is I will have them on YouTube so you can actually have recorded ones and do it when you want. And I'm still trying to figure out if I would like to do Zoom when we paint together, but already 47 people, like wow. I don't know that everybody be on there at the same time. We will still try Zoom, we'll just see how that works. But that way I can see you guys and talk to you, if we can do it like that. We can, but we'll try that way. So there's a couple things I want to try out. We're just gonna see what works best and what everybody thinks. You guys are so amazing. So thankful that you trusted me enough and wanted to help me with starting this next adventure. Okay, he is so stinking cute. All right, we want a super light pink nose now. So, in my paint, I have just a really dark pink and I have white. And I also don't have a clean place on my lid. Oh, here I can do, well, it's not even cleaner under there. So I'm gonna get a paper plate, if I can find a paper plate. It doesn't got paint all over it. Okay, so, oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit the phone. All right, so I'm taking this plate, and if I were just to use the diluted, this really diluted, it's not the pink that I want, okay? So that's not even what I want. It's too bright. So I'm gonna come over, this is when I'm gonna use my white. I'm gonna get my brush clean so I don't get my white all, it's already got a little pink in it. So I want, and I do have a tinge of the grayish color in it, which is perfect because his nose isn't just a really bright pink. Okay, so that's a super soft pink. I'm starting with that. Well, it's almost no pink now. It really soaks into these paper plates. That's why it's important. This is a coated one with a plastic coating on it, but if you were just using paper plates that didn't have the plastic coating on them, it's super hard to, you can't really mix watercolor because it keeps soaking in. Another thing that works well for, like you could use plastic wrap or something, it kind of puddles. But my favorite is just using the lid of my thing, or if you have a palette, plastic palette's great too. All right, so see how I have this super soft pink? It's almost, I'll hold it up in just a second. It's almost a grayish pink, which is fine, that's what I want. So see how soft that pink is? I froze again. Wonder if it's my, shoot. You guys, I hope you're on here. But I see that I have totally frozen. Sorry about all these technical difficulties today. My computer also says it needs to be updated, and I don't know if that would be interrupting with it. Updates ready to install. I wouldn't think that would have anything to do with it, but whatever. All right. You guys still on here? I can't see my screen on my computer's black right now. I hope you're on here. So I'm just adding a little bit more pink into the nose. The lip underneath. The lip underneath, I want a little gray in it too. I hope you're, oh, shoot, you guys, I'm so sorry. It says it's plain, but it doesn't show it at all. Okay, there we are again. Carrie, you said I'm good. I hope so. If I'm still good, I don't know. All right. I'm sure some people gave up, said, forget this, it's too hard to watch. Okay, now, okay, good, you're still there. All right, thank you, Carrie. All right, so now I'm gonna grab my littler brush to do in the nostrils, and I just want them, so I'm gonna take my hot pink here, and on my tray, see how I have like already some black and grays in here? I want that because I want it to gray, it up a little bit so it's not a real bold pink color, and I'm going to add just a little more black to it. So it has a little bit of the purple tint, and all I'm doing for this is inside my nose, on the top inside part, I want it to be darker, okay? So I'm just following that line around because this is the shadow inside his nostril. You can't really see it. So I'm just following that inside line. And then cleaning my brush really, really good. And then I want almost a white to add to this. And I probably got way too much water. But I want it, and it's kind of, blending together, which is fine. I want it to do that. I don't want it to be white in there, but I used white so it would keep it really light, okay? So it just kind of gives the shadow look to it. All right, now I want it to be a little bit grayer, just kind of a light gray for the bottom side of his nose. Let's see what this looks like. This is really dark. But I think that's good. So his lip is definitely going to be shaded more. So I'm just doing a kind of a pinkish gray underneath for his lip. And then the bottom part of the nose where it's just more shadowed in here. This nose just kind of smushed all together. And you can add some other lighter places too if you want. So you can make a little bit grayer on top of his nose a little bit. You want to keep some light areas so it looks like his nose is wet and it shows, gives that appearance. So I keep it really light right in the middle. I'm not staying right in my lines, you guys, it's okay. It would be, I almost feel like I need to take a little bit. I'm going to take my paper towel right across his nose, right in the middle. See if I can lift some of that up. I should have had it way lighter right in here. You can wet the watercolor a little bit. And it takes off some of it if it gets too dark. I just definitely want a lighter area right across the nose, kind of the end where it would turn, where it's like going down and then it would turn going back. All right, so now you can just kind of go back, and if you want any little markings in the hair, like on his little forehead, I'm paint with the very tip of this teeny brush. Hey Mary, how are you? Thanks for being on here. Yeah, when you get time, come back. I hope you're doing well. But anyways, I'm taking almost a wash of water and a little bit of color, and I'm just going up here in the middle of his little forelock here, and I'm adding little fur-looking lines. It has a teeny bit of color, but not much. Just to add some fur on his forehead. Now I'm going to show you up close because I know you can't see this. All right. So it's just barely on there because it's not really putting a color in it. It's just putting a texture in it. I think this guy turned out super cute. I was kind of worried about my ability to draw a cow when we started. But I'm using the very tip of my brush, and it's almost like I'm painting with water, but there is a little teeny bit of color on it, barely any color, which totally gives you the look that you have fur going on. And it looks like I froze up again. I don't know what's going on. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I just put a big old, he's gonna have a dot in the middle of his forehead. What did I do? I lighted on my tray. All right, I was gonna bring some of this fur. I don't know if we lost you guys again. I'm gonna try to reload this. This little guy is super cute. Alright, shows I'm back on, so I can't see your comments now though. Goodness sakes. The part of doing this is all the technical difficulties. Okay. I'm back on. Oh, I'm not frozen. It must be just my computer then, Carrie. It must be it that's freezing because I'm using my phone to record on and I'm reading the comments on my laptop. So that must be where my issue is. Of course, my phone may be using my phone service too. All right, so I got little furry looking marks around his nose. Just, like I said, I'm painting with the very tip of my brush just to give him the look that he has some fur going on. Super, super cute. All right, so if you want some darker too, so you can take your darker black and you could do the same thing on like the ears. You can make the little mark, so it'd be darker black. So if you want to look like there's fur, paint with the very tip of this. Because he's got little furry ears going on. Little baby fur. Bring a little fuzz head coming out on top of his head. Getting this ear over here a little bit. If your brush gets too dry, it's hard to get really clean lines. Look at him, ain't he cute, Caden?
So good.
Huh?
So good.
Oh, thank you. All right, well, I'm not going to do much more because I think he's so cute. Anywhere you want to add any extra, I wouldn't go overboard on your little fur lines because you don't want it to almost feel like it's a little too much on his ears up here, but as it dries, it'll kind of blend in. But I think he's cute. I'm happy with it. I was kind of worried when I was drawing it. And I got a little sketchy, and I'm sorry, sketchy. That sounds funny. I got a little sketchy on you. I got kind of drawn like I was drawing with a pencil, but that's all right. Just a little different technique of doing stuff. You could do really clean lines if you wanted, but sometimes I'm not always real confident with my clean lines. All right, one more thing. I just want to go around the bottom of the lip a little bit, a little darker at the very bottom, and up under his little nose. There's a big old fly in here. Alrighty, you guys like this? I think it was cute. Alright, be sure and share yours. You can add it in the comments below. And for those of you that are in Heart Club, I plan on doing I'll be on there. I'm going to come on there live here in a little bit, but I got to go through and make sure everybody gets in the club. So, we will see you all that are in there here in a little bit. And then I'm going to probably well, anyways, we'll see you there. You guys have a good day. Thank you for hanging out. Sorry, I don't know what was going on with the whole internet, but maybe you guys didn't see it like I did. But thanks for hanging out with me. And yes, I will be painting some more of these next week. I know Monday I'm getting my hair done, so I won't be here for that one on Monday. So when I look at my schedule, of course, I'll post it, what we're going to paint and what days we're going to paint next week. So I will see you next week, if not this afternoon. You guys have a great weekend. And and happy Mother's Day to all of you ladies. And you know what? Even if you're not a mom and you're a woman, I just want to honor you because I want to tell you something that's really important. I think, well, here, let me back up. The name Eve in the Bible, Adam and Eve, Eve means giver of life. And I know some of us don't always have or didn't have the opportunity to be moms, or maybe not yet, or it just never happened for us or whatever. But you know what? We're still women and we still give life in so many ways. And so I just want to honor all of you guys and say, you know, I know Mother's Day could be a really hard day for some people. And sometimes, and this sounds awful, sometimes it is for me just for my own selfish reasons. Not anymore, but I mean, I've had my rough ones before. But anyways, just want to honor you women. Whether you have children or not, that's not what it's about. We're all women. We're amazing. We give life in so many ways, whether it's through teaching or nursing or just working with coworkers or taking care of your aging parents or being daughters or sisters. You know, we're all daughters. And so anyways, happy Be Like a Mother Day. I don't know how to say it, but anyways, you guys have a great weekend. And I love you all. Thank you for hanging out. And I will be back on probably at least Tuesday to paint with you. So we will talk soon. All right?